Hey team, it's Tuesday. No, it's Thursday. I don't even the 8th of September. This is my cousin Olivia. We're on here because we're cool hair colored girls. That's what we are. If you can tell with Zoom's awfully poor quality. I did go through and mess with settings for like 30 minutes before this meeting, and I can't fix it. It's not my webcam setting. My webcam setting, like when I just go to the camera, I look normal. So we're going to continue because that's what all the videos look like. Maybe I have to pay for Zoom and they'll give me good quality, but maybe we're not going to find out if that's the case. Not yet. Okay, so tonight's video is all going to be about tips for busy people. So everyone is busy, and it's harder to add something extra in your life when you're already super, super busy. And we get that because basically no one joins this company because they're like, man, I have so much free time. I have nothing to do. Maybe I'll join a business and I'll do that. Like generally people join this because that is the reason. Like they join because they have no time. They have no time with their family, no time with their kids, no time outside of work to enjoy the money they're making, or maybe they're not making any money at work. So they're working like 5 different jobs and then they hate their life too. So basically, there's a lot of options and ways you can work this while you're super busy, because that's how most of us start. Most of us start because we're trying to change our current situation and move forward. So I wanted to give you some of the tips that we have for our team. Most of us work our business with social media. So I would say the biggest thing that I did when I was really busy, and a little bit background about me, I worked this business when I was working like 60, 70, 80 hours. Like I never worked less than 60 ever. And if I worked 60, it's probably because there was like a paid holiday or something. But I worked that business the whole time while I was working. And at the end, when I was trying to promote so I could quit my job, a new rule came out where we couldn't have our cell phones like open at all. It couldn't even be sitting on my desk. It had to be tucked in a drawer, or I had to leave it in my car. And that made it really hard to work my business because that meant I couldn't be posting on Facebook or interacting with people during the day. So what I did was I started religiously using this app called Buffer, Buffer, Buffer. It's free. It's really, really user-friendly. And basically you can set up your posts. You can pre-post for the day. So I would say use your Buffer. I would set your Buffer up with 5 posts for the day. It's going to post to Facebook. It will also post to Instagram, but it does it a little differently. There's still a manual part to post to Instagram, but it will send you a notification and say like, it's time to post a Buffer or to post to Instagram. And you can click that notification and it'll take you to your Instagram and it'll ask you to paste, and you'll paste all your words in. So it basically does it for you, but you still have to push the buttons. So that wouldn't have worked for me at my job, but for Facebook, it just does everything. You just do nothing. You say, here's the time I want, here's the picture I want, here's the words I want. Done. So I would do 5 Facebook posts a day. Well, we're going to break that down. I would do 1 product post. That can be a selfie with you in a product. It can be a before and after picture of a product. It can be a pretty picture of a product in the background of something else that you're taking a picture of. All those are considered product posts. It could also be like a did you know about something, maybe about like aloe vera gel and the benefits that it has when you consume it. And then you can say, hey, our cleanse actually has aloe vera gel in it. That's another product post. The other post that you're going to be doing that's going to have to be one of those 5 is going to be an opportunity post. There's also a lot of ways to do that. A couple ideas are, hey, I just filled up my tank using my It Works money because I sold a wrap yesterday, or whatever the case may be. It could be, I love the freedom that It Works gives me, and now I can do XYZ. So let's say that you just started. You're not making any money yet, and you have no freedom, and your life is still horrible. In that case, then you can talk about your dream. You still want to post about all the same things. You're just going to say, I can't wait for the day that I can do this. It Works is going to help me get there. Like, just be confident in it. You're not lying about it. It Works will get you there. So just tell people, like, I'm doing this for this reason. That's going to inspire hope in other people that they could do the same thing and achieve the same goals that you're working towards. It also helps to hold you accountable for the goals you're working towards. If you don't work for them, you won't get them. So don't tell everyone you're going to work for something and then not. That's worse. So your opportunity post could also be in the life of, which is where you post a picture of someone who's had a success story in a company and then their success story with it. Like, here's my friend Lauren, and here's what she did in the business. You can get those a lot of different ways. There's success stories within our groups of people who are in our groups that have success stories. You can use my story. You can use a lot of different people's stories. Pam Souter on Facebook posts one a day on average. And it's not called, what's it called? Caught in the Moment. That's what it's called. Caught in the Moment. Caught in the something. Maybe moment. I think it's Caught in the Moment. Okay, got it. Pam Souter posts something every day and you can use it. And it's a success story and it's already written and pretty. I usually change a couple words because if it just came out that day and a lot of other distributors are also using it that day, then Facebook will recognize a lot of people are posting it. People already probably saw it. So it won't show it in as many people's news feeds. So I always change like the first few words of it by saying like, I'm so impressed by this girl's story, or I can relate so much to her. Whatever applies to you. If you don't relate to her story, then don't say you relate to her story. Be a genuine good person about it. So write whatever's going to apply to you. What moved you about her story? Say that. Just like a 5-line intro, basically, that's yours. That's a good opportunity post. Pictures of you having basically friendships, fun, and freedom are focus for opportunity posts. Then you have 3 more posts for the day that you're going to set up on Buffer. I would suggest that one of those be a positive quote of some way, shape, or form, something that inspires people, whatever that is for you. Maybe it's a video that you saw that you can share, anything like that. The other 2 are probably, one needs to be a selfie, and some people are uncomfortable with this, but people need to identify with who you are, and they want to follow you as a person. There's a million people that you can follow on Facebook and Instagram, and a lot of inspirational things. So people want to know what's going on in your life. So post a selfie as one of them. And then the last one is a random one. Maybe it's a throwback. Maybe it's a good memory. Maybe it's something that makes you happy. Maybe it's something that you love. I love mermaids. It could be a mermaid thing. Whatever it is for you, that's your personal, like your dog. That's a great one. Any of those things. So you have 5 posts. You have a product post, an opportunity post, a positive something post, a selfie post, and a random whatever post. Those are your 5 for the day. That might seem like a lot to accomplish. You'll get very, very, very fast at putting those together. You probably will get to the point where you'll be able to do each one in about 2 minutes. So that's about 10 minutes a day that you're spending setting up your Facebook for the following day. I used to do that through, I used to do mine at the end of the day. So I would be laying in bed, like ready to put my phone down, laying like this, and I would be setting up what my posts were going to be for the next day. I usually spent between 10 and 20 minutes depending on how creative I was getting and how tired I was that day. So that's 10 minutes out of your day, not very long. It's going to have a really big impact. Another thing that for Lindsay and my team, one of the things that we're going to be doing this month, and we're going to do a trial for this, is we're actually going to send some of you guys post examples every single day and see if that's helpful. So if it's helpful to you, if you're like, I don't know what to post, I'm new, this is scary, like whatever it is, if you're just lost, we're going to give you guys each at least one post suggestion for the day. So that, and maybe it's something that you grab it and you copy and paste it and put it in your Evernote app and save it for another day, a day for when you're really busy and you don't have time to think about it. You can't spend 10 minutes. You need to spend 3 minutes setting them up for the day. We'll just go copy and paste all the ones we give you. Okay, that was Buffer. Next tip for busy people is going to be having business hours. This applies whether you're already working full-time or whether you're like this is your full-time job or whatever it is. You want to have business hours. These need to be non-negotiable. There's a reason why companies need you to be there a certain hour, even if what you're doing is not something that's relevant to anyone else. So let's say you're doing data entry. And you could, like, there's, I don't know, the building's open from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. So you could come in at any one of those times. Most places are still going to require you to have business hours because they want to know exactly when you're going to be there. They want to hold you accountable for saying you were going to do something. So even if this is the same thing, you need to hold yourself accountable for saying you're going to do something, or else you might not do it. So if I had a job and I said, hey, I need you to work 40 hours, but you can show up whenever you want, you might end up packing it all at the very end of the week because you were slacking. So most places don't give you that option. Most places say you need to show up from this time to this time every single day, because that's how you get stuff done. And you need to do that with yourself here. So you get to run your own business, which is awesome. You can pick those times, but pick times for yourself. So maybe it's every night from 10 to 10:30, you're going to work your business. You're going to set up your post for the next day. You're going to interact with people. You're going to follow up, and you're going to reach out. That's fine. 30 minutes a day is a lot of time, actually. I didn't get to where I am on 30 minutes a day. I got to it a lot less than that. Sometimes more than 30 minutes, but on average, overall, less. So whatever you can do, that's awesome. But pick a time of day. Maybe it's at breakfast. Maybe in the morning if you're a morning person. I was a night owl, so that worked better for me. I am for life a night owl. Okay, I had something else I wanted to say about that. Oh, it doesn't have to be a time. It doesn't have to be like if your schedule is different. I know a lot of people, their work schedules don't stay the same. Like you work in a restaurant. How do you know if you're going to be home at 2 a.m. or if you're going to be off at 2 that day? So like 2 p.m. that day. So if you don't know what your schedule is, then pick business hours for yourself that are based on something in your life, like an event, like brushing your teeth. Before I brush my teeth every morning, I'm going to spend 10 minutes on Facebook following up with people, commenting on people's sites, and posting. Great. It can be whatever it is that you want it to be. Just pick a time and just say, this is, I just have to do it. It's this time right now. I'm going to do it. Before dinner, maybe on your lunch break. That's a big one for people who are working. We have a lot of people on our team that on their lunch break go out to their car and sit in their car and eat their lunch because it's no distractions since work time. So another option to do this with, instead of having non-negotiable business hours, you can have non-negotiable business tasks. It's like the opposite. So you can say, every day before I go to sleep, I have to do these things, X, Y, and Z, whatever they are. I would say it would be setting up your buffer, making new friends, and facilitating the relationships with the friends that you already have. So add people on Facebook or Instagram, whatever you're trying to work. Engage with people that you're already friends with by commenting, especially comments go a long way. Comments make people feel special. Like, how do you feel when people comment on your pictures? You love it, right? Like, I don't know. Every time if someone likes it, I'm like, that's cool. Someone loves it, I'm like, that's better. Someone comments, I'm like, awesome, thank you. Like, it means something. So be that person that makes someone's day better because you decided to comment that day. Okay, so I was naming tasks I would do. Make friends, facilitate relationships you already have, and then talk about the opportunity in the products. That's what we do. That's literally all we do for the rest of our lives as distributors. We make friends, we are friends with our friends, and we talk about the business and the products and the opportunity. I was going to say business and opportunity, and those are the same. Here's a couple other suggestions. I would set reminders for what you need to accomplish or a reminder for your business. Because here's the thing. If you're already working somewhere else full time and you have a busy schedule, it is very, very easy to forget about it works. It's easy because no one's going to come out and yell at you for it. Like, nothing's going to happen. If you want me to yell at you, I will. Just let me know. But hey, here for you. It's really easy to forget, and it's really easy to go 3 days and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even do anything for It Works for the past 3 days. I've been there many, many, many times. So the way to get around that is to prepare for it. Know what's going to happen and battle it before it occurs. So you can set reminders on your phone. If you were going to do something at a specific time, you can set the reminder on your phone that says, are you working your It Works business? Did you post today? Set alarms that say those things to you that keep popping until you do that. You can put Post-its around your house. So before you have your morning coffee, maybe on your coffee thing, it says post morning motivation, whatever it is that you need to post, or whatever your action item is, then do that thing. So put those reminders wherever around your house you need them so that you're seeing them. Change them if you need to, because sometimes we put something up somewhere and then it becomes just part of the environment. You don't notice it as much. So I would say about every 2 weeks, I would actually switch those up. If it's just a Post-it that you have like 3 of them around your house, write new Post-its, just say something a little bit different, make it a different color Post-it so it's still catching your eye. Something that I did was I had a poster board that was like, you probably can't tell relatively how big that is because my this big compared to my head. This big compared to my head. I had a piece of poster board, and I wrote on it, and I put it on the back of my door so that when I walked out of my house every day and I went to work, I was reminded of the fact that I was choosing to leave my house because I hadn't worked my business hard enough to quit. Because that was my reality. My reality was I knew exactly what I needed to do to be able to get to the income level to be able to quit my job, because that's what we do. We duplicate everyone else. There's easy success to this. You just have to do the actions to get there. And we have all the tools and training to know exactly what those actions are and how to do them. And if you don't know what those are, then definitely reach out to me or your upline. We know exactly what the tools are we need to do. We just have to do them. And so I put on the back of my front door, so I saw it every time when I walked out to go to work, and it said, "Why are you leaving?" You could be hanging out with your husband, your friends, and your dog, because that's what I want to do. I want to spend time with my husband, I want to spend time with my friends, and I want to hang out with my dog. And having to leave him all day, every single day for very long hours sometimes made me feel like a horrible dog mom. I don't have children, sorry. But it did. And so that was a reminder to me every single day that, like, I was making a choice. I knew I had a busy day ahead of me, but I was making a choice into how hard I wanted to work that day, work my It Works business that day. And I had to decide where my time was going to go. So at lunch, was I going to do a working lunch and sit in my office at my desk and work? Or was I going to say, I'm sorry, I can't sit here and work during lunch, which I didn't have to. I wasn't obligated to, but I did usually, because it helped me to get more stuff done for the day. But instead, I could go sit in my car where I was not distracted by other people. Whatever it was, I knew what I needed to do. It was a reminder that before you left, you should be working your business. Put those reminders wherever you need them. And you know what it is that you need for yourself. Put it on your kid's daycare bag. Like, that's going to be hard. You have to leave your kid at daycare today because you're not working your business hard enough. Like, that's ouch. So it should be serious motivation to get you to be moving too. What else was I going to say? Another thing that you want to have everywhere is you need to have your goals listed, not just a reminder to work your business, but you need your actual goals listed. So you needed to say your steps to success and your chart needs to be listed in front of your face, not just listed, present in your environment. So at home, you need to be seeing that and being reminded of it, because that's going to help you to stay focused and keep you busy. When you see, okay, I haven't done anything all month long, I need to work, that's going to help you. If whatever that is for you, and that changes, and I know that, but you need to see your steps to success, and you need to see your chart. Whatever your goals are, put them everywhere. 3 charts in your house, 3 steps to success in your house. Get excited. Write down the number of distributors you are away from your next promotion. And every time you sign one, cross it out and write your new goal down. It's so much fun to watch that number go down. And you can do that. Same thing for loyal customers. You can do that too. Whatever you need, write it down in a big spot in front of your face. You're going to see it. On your fridge, in your bathroom mirror. Those are 2 popular places. Okay. One second. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, I'm back, and we were going to talk about another thing that you can do if you're really busy to work your business is you can make sure that you're consistently wearing your lanyard. You need to have one of these, your Blitz cards. You need to have one somewhere on you, whether it's on your bag or hanging on a lanyard, which is typically what I do. You need to have that. I would really say hanging it on around your neck as a lanyard. It draws a ton of attention. I had someone today ask me if it was a backstage pass and if I worked at a concert. And people ask all kinds of crazy stuff. But the whole thing is that you're drawing attention. I was running a regular errand. It had nothing to do with It Works because I have a life too and I have to run errands also. So when you're out running your daily errands, instead of taking any time at all to do anything special, literally you're just going to put this on. That's it. Put it on, go out and do your daily stuff. That is you working your business without actually having to do anything extra. It's very easy, and it does get you business. The next thing I would say to do when you're really, really, really busy, I think it's important to have an accountability buddy, because it's so easy to get distracted and to do other things and to not do what you need to do. Most of what you're doing is just a matter of making small increments of time in a day that you can do. You can do it. Even the busiest person in the world can do this. You just have to make the decision and choose to. And when you have someone else there that's like, hey, I noticed you haven't been working your business. I noticed I haven't seen you posting. Whoever that person is for you, you need an accountability buddy. It could be your husband or your boyfriend, someone that you trust that's going to be honest with you, that you can take that kind of discipline from. It can also be your upline or a sideline sister. But someone who's going to say, like, are you doing your best? Are you really trying hard enough? It's going to remind you to keep going and keep trying hard enough. So finally, I'm going to end with, really, like I just said, we're all busy. Everyone is busy. We all have the same amount of time in a day. And what it really boils down to is, are you going to make that time or are you not? And it sounds really easy when I say it, and I know it's a lot harder in real life. But that is what it is, though. You just need to suck it up and do it. And that's hard to hear, but that is the truth. I would say power hours are also very important. And you can do a power hour broken up into 10-minute increments. So guess what? Do you have 10 minutes in the morning? Yes, you can wake up 10 minutes earlier. I assure you, you can. It'll be okay. It'll feel horrible, but you can do it. Even I can do it, okay? You can do this. Get up 10 minutes earlier in the morning. Do a power 10 minutes of one of those tasks that we talked about that are your most important tasks you need to be doing. Then at lunch, do the first part of your lunch period, do another 10 minutes. The last part of your lunch period, do another 10 minutes. Then when you get home, let's say whatever your time period is where you have a break when you get home, and that might not be when you first get home. That might not be until 8 o'clock when the kids go to bed or whatever that is. Then you're going to do another 10 minutes. Then you're going to do laundry, and then you're going to get lunches ready for tomorrow. I get it. You're busy. But then you're going to do another 10 minutes before you go to bed. And guess what? You just did, I think it was 50 minutes, maybe an hour. That was your day. That's your power hour. If you have a power 50 minutes, it counts too. It's okay. But if you're spending that much time on your business, you will be successful at this. You can fit those 10 minutes in. You can. So instead of coming to me and saying, I'm too busy and I can't work my business right now, I would love it if you would come to me and say, I'm so busy, I don't know how to work my business right now. What can I do? Because there is a solution for every problem, and I really want to help you with it. So that's what our meeting was about today. Amy just got here, so I'm going to I'll keep recording just in case we talk about something that's relevant to everyone. Say hi, Amy.
Hi. Let me scoot over.
What's going on?
Craziness. Deanna and I are planning to fly to Georgia.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, and we just decided.
Yeah, I've been texting her back and forth about it, and I was talking to her about you, and she was like, stop, don't worry about Amy, because I think we're driving together. I don't know what we're doing. I was like, okay, but I won't.
We're figuring something out, but I'm like freaking out. I'm excited, but then I'm like, I'm so scared of planes. So,
oh, really? Yeah. I'm not scared of planes.
Anyway, so what I have been doing is I have been doing a 90-day push with my team. I think I
haven't done one of those in a while.
Just when I first started, I did one. And so I was watching Jocelyn Yates and a video, like on YouTube, like it comes up tagged, like you had already watched it. Mm-hmm. Well, I like rewatch them because I watched it the first time, so I did like a fan. So I was watching that one and came up with the 30-day push. And then I remember somebody else did a 90-day push, so I kind of combined both of them. I think it was who does the Millionaire School? That girl, dark hair.
Chastity?
Yes. She was talking about a 90-day push. Jocelyn was talking about a 30-day push, so I kind of just merged them together. And I've been messaging my team individually with daily challenges.
Yeah, I've been doing something.
And it's made a huge difference. This week alone, so the last 3 or 4 days, I have 4 potential distributors that I am going to be talking with tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. So what are the tasks that you guys are doing? What are some examples?
We pull it up. Okay, so one of the biggest things that's really helped with getting these potentials is I'm actually going through my friends list, liking and commenting to get them back into view, basically.
Yep.
And people that I liked and commented on, I'm starting to see their stuff again, which means it's working, because I had not been seeing them for months.
Yeah.
So that was huge. Now more people are seeing what I'm doing. And I also am being smart about it. I prep my page before I go do that. So I will put something that I feel is really good. Probably 2 years from now, I'm going to look at it and be like, what was I posting? But for right now, I feel like it's really good. And then I will go message all those people, or not message, but comment and like.
But I don't say to your page.
Yes. Yeah. I don't say anything business related, just cute baby, love your dog, whatever, just to get them back in the loop. And then they're seeing that and they're contacting me about it. So that's been awesome. So let me see what we've been doing. Got a lot going on. I'm like so busy, but we've been doing it every day. My team's loving it. Okay, so day one, of course, steps to success. Almost to the top. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted them to do was print out their steps to success and then reevaluate their why. And I put to them, and believing in yourself. So I put day one, make yourself believe it's possible to achieve life-changing income. Close your eyes and force yourself until you feel it. Don't stop until you cry. Once you cry, you truly believe. So you have to visualize all of the excitement, all the emotion. It's not crying because you're sad. It's crying from joy and just all
inspiration.
That. Yeah, inspiration and just being proud and stuff. And then I let them know you need to reconsider and reevaluate your why. And again, if you don't cry from your why, it's probably not your why. And I heard from Chrissy DeJesus that she said, if someone asks you, why are you doing what you're doing? And the first thing that you answer, that's not your why, because your why is deeper than that. And you're not going to just openly tell someone what it is. So
wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So she says, think about what you say initially and then go deeper than that, because there's something that you're keeping back that's your true why, which is going to make you cry, which is going to motivate you and inspire you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that was the first thing. Believe in yourself. Believe that this is possible, that it's real, which took a long time for me. Like up until about 3 or 4 months ago, I was like, is this real? I mean, I'm seeing people all around me that I know well do well, but it's just the money is just so unrealistic for what we've been taught that it's hard to accept it. But once you believe, things are going to just start flowing. Then I had them make a follow-up sheet in a very specific manner, and I got this from Christina Watts. I got it where it's the name, how you contacted them, or where you were, made the first contact, at the grocery store, on Facebook, whatever it is. Then the first time you contacted them is a column. Then 3 days later, you write down the date that you contacted them and what their response was. A week later, 3 weeks later, the last week of the month, and then the last column you put whether they're a potential customer or potential distributor. So I had them do that. And then I said, get your page ready with 2 or 3 good It Works posts. Then go to your friends list and interact with 25 people you have not seen on your wall in a while. Make a nice comment on 2 pictures. Do not talk about It Works yet. They will snoop your page. So what we're trying to do is get people to snoop on their own and have their own curiosity piqued, and not us forcing or shoving it down their throat. So we're just being friendly, just being nice, genuine. Don't be fake. If you think their child is hideous, don't say that it's beautiful. I mean, that's mean, but basically don't lie.
Yeah.
Then I told them just to let me know when they, we're done with their day. Day 2 was, and we kind of also brought back up, they were all just posting all of their goals on their mirror. That's something that I did last month, posting what your dreams and your goals are for the month. And, you just leave them up there, and it's a really awesome excuse not to clean the mirror. And I hate cleaning the mirror, so I haven't cleaned the mirror in 2 months. Anyways, but they were sending me pictures of that. So it's always good to have your dreams and your goals on there so you can look it in the face every morning. Day 2, and I had to clarify for them, those 25 people that you're messaging are people that are not on your 100s list. These are completely separate people that you just haven't seen, that have never shown an interest, have nothing to do with a follow-up. You just get them back in there. And then on day 3, I put finish filling in your 100s list. So if you don't have 100, finish to have 100, or if you already have 100, put maybe 25 to 50 more. and then send them a private message following up with them. So this was, my team has already contacted these people, so it was a message to follow up like, hey, you know, I'm just checking back in with you. I know you were, I was saying, I know you said you were interested in blank, so that they can, so they're not like, well, why is she messaging me? It's letting you know, no, I'm messaging you because you told me you're interested in this product. So I always say that. If you've already followed up with them a couple times and they haven't said anything, I snoop their page, find something that I can talk to them about. So maybe they lost their dog recently. You know, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear about your dog. I hope you find it soon, or something like that. That just opens up the conversation. You would not believe people that haven't talked to me in months. If I say something completely different, they're back to talking to me again, and then they'll say, oh, and I haven't forgot about the wraps at the end, because they're kind of feeling guilty. Not like I want them to feel guilty, but they're kind of like, oh, I've been ignoring her. So it just kind of makes them start talking again. And I just put all you're doing is starting a conversation. Then as you get to talking, there might be an opportunity to talk about it works. Do not force it. Let it happen naturally. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. You still started a conversation that opened the door. So that's all we're trying to do. Hopefully you're agreeing with
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have to close this soon, though, because I know we're getting close to our 40 minutes.
Okay. So
I don't see a timer, though.
Okay. So day 4, pick a product, go on the website, look up as much information as you can, make a live Facebook post so that everyone can see it. They see that you're genuine, that you're using the products. Message 25 more people as a follow-up from your hundreds list. The goal is to have them snoop your page. Make sure you prep your page so that they're snooping on good things, but not only just it works, make it real. So you do your okay, and then also like and comment on all the A names on your friends list. And then I put diamonds are made under pressure, because it's kind of, you know, getting to be a lot. Day 5, post a video of why you are doing it works, what it has done for you, what you look forward to in the future. Message 25 more people. Start the conversation. Like and comment all your friends with B letter names. Day 6, follow up with 25 more people from your hundreds list. Watch 1 or 2 YouTube videos. Jade Hooper, Jocelyn Yates, Stephanie Dunn, Christina Watts, Kyler Pentecost. Focus on something you struggle with. So everyone's going to be a little bit different. And then day 7 and 8 is a catch-up day. So that was yesterday and today. I put, we all get busy and have a life that gets in the way. Here are your catch-up days. Finish messaging all 100 people today from your hundreds list. Like and comment all the names A through C. So that's what we've done up until this point. And I haven't thought we're going to do it tomorrow, but we're going to do something tomorrow. That's
awesome. I love it. Thank you for sharing, Amy. Yeah. All right. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope I'll see you all next week. Bye.